we're doing a million shows, 50 shows roughly a year, one a week. That's how math works. Plus, we're always in development mode, so that's how politics came about. But I think I'm up to, I don't know, whatever the number is. I really don't know. We completed, season one of Let's Get Takeout. You know what I'm saying? So we always in development mode. Next year, I am anticipating during the course of Ebony J to be back and forth plus other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we always on the lookout for more content, more stuff for you guys. So like I said, if you guys have any ideas, like the Ask a Man show or whatever, definitely let us know. Uh, hey, we did Ask a Black Dude. Remember? We did Ask a Black Dude this year.
Kind
Fucking
of.
hysterical, man. Shout out to Paul Mooney, R.I.P. Paul Mooney. Ask a Black Dude. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
But look, this year I seen somebody who was essentially in the same spot that we're in, like skyrocket to the top. I mean, literally, literally the top in a short amount of time. So I mean, yeah, it's very possible, man. It's very possible. But the people that's supporting now, this wouldn't even be possible without you guys. So we most definitely appreciate it.
You are about to experience the result of hard work and dedication from the City of Champions, Cleveland's own, 90th's finest. Self-made, hard-working entrepreneurs, unequivocally raw, no holds barred. This is Epiphany Media.
Oh, what is this? A show?
We had a show last week. I can't even remember. It's been a couple weeks. No, we had a show last
week. I'm just messing around. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another and the final episode of Epiphany Media Podcast for the year 2022 AD.
Yeah, when you rolled that new intro, it was great, by the way.
Thank you.
I was thinking, man, we had a lot of shows. We have done a lot of shows. Because when you said, remember we did the Paul Mooney thing? I was like, oh yeah. On the show, I was like, I don't remember that, but right now, I was like, yeah. Right now, I was like, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, man, we did a lot of shows.
Definitely got a lot of shows under our belt. Yeah, man. So that was us a year ago. That little clip we played was us a year ago. Being appreciative of you guys and the people who watch us every week. Week in and week out, or listen to us week in and week out. A little shout out to our VO guy Stefan doing this thing. What would have been everywhere. Last year, and continue to build this year. So yeah, man. So this is just it's a wrap party, right? So the end of the year, we talk about some stuff, have a good time, set expectations and goals, and want to do stuff for next year, all this good stuff, man. So we ain't gonna keep y'all for a long time, but it should be a good time. So let's jump right into it, man. So, you want to reflect on the year? Let's start there. Let's reflect on this year, as a company, I guess, or as a show, I suppose we can start.
As a show, I mean, we still handle business as usual. Hey, with the report that you, the statistics that you reported on last week, it said that we did less shows than usual, but we still putting out a good number of shows, which is good on the show side.
Absolutely.
As far as the company side, during the course of Ebony J and Penny Siobhan, they put out some more content, which is great for the company. We also had the first annual culture walk, which is a success to me. You know.
Absolutely.
Oh, we started a nonprofit. We
Yeah,
started a nonprofit.
that happened this
Learn,
year.
learn from our mistakes of not having a nonprofit and the hurdles that you got to try to go through if you don't have one when you try to do stuff within the community. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it was a good year, but it can always be better, in my opinion.
Of course, I agree. Um, yeah, I agree with everything you just said. Those were definitely some of the highlights. Um, I was a fan of this year of the build up. Feel free to share your year reflections in the comment section. Anything that you guys was able to accomplish, anything that you fell short of that you might want to roll into the next year or whatever the case is. Go ahead and put in the comments and let's talk about it and let's support each other and build each other up and knock out these goals and tackle these things that we want to do. So for me, one of the things, I mean, the event was great. I can't talk about the event enough. But one of the things that I loved doing as far as this year was in the lead up to, I wonder if I could pull the names up. In the lead up to the event, all of our shows, all of our episodes, when we was doing mental health in different like categories, mental health in different like just all type of different avenues and stuff that maybe you don't think of often, or stuff that we all got in common, like, but just the whole mental health lead up to the event, I felt was great. I felt like our our Movember hair shaving episode, or that short clip was real good. Man, but everything leading up to that event, I thought was great. We only did, the way the number of shows laid out, we only did one food challenge, the cereal challenge that we failed miserably back in May. We wasn't that far off, but we didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't make it. Like, I thought that was super cool. And then, like I said, but more than anything was the mental health stuff. We had Mark Stillion on, who was also putting on his 5K for his company from our Wild Ops.
That was a great event as well. We went on to support it. That was a good event.
Yeah. So I guess that even though it was we had to pre-record it because he wasn't available for the live. I guess technically, what I was about to say wouldn't be true. I was going to say we didn't have any guests this year, and that's somewhere that I feel like I fell short in getting a guest. But technically, Mark counts. Mark counts technically. So I'm gonna take the L. I'm gonna take the W on that one, not the L. I'm gonna take the W.
Every time we mention guests and everything, I just go back to what D Hawk said when he was like, yeah, I got to book like 3 guests because usually 2 don't show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to get somebody to come talk. Like, some people aren't comfortable with talking in front of the camera. I mean, look at one of our, not one of our only other show. And during the course of WDJ, if you go back in the archives and look to the first time she was on the show, she was nervous, But now, it's like nothing for her to hop on the camera. Speaker mount.
That's one of the things I do love. Shout out to WDJ and during the course, ETC. Watching that growth, like, and it's been over this year, but years previous too. But watching either us, like going back and watching our stuff, or especially their stuff, man, just seeing how like nervous and not inconsistent, but just like kind of worrisome they were, like when when she first started, especially even when she came on as a guest on this show, and then now, you know what I'm saying, you know, she ready to roll, and she do her thing. Her interviewing skills is getting better, you know what I'm saying, from having guests on and, you know, some of the people in her profession. So that's been a super sweet thing to watch this year of just watching, you know, her get better at her craft for sure. Angel said, I tracked all my fixed expenses all year for the first time ever. I'm eager to review that and plan for an even better financial year in 23. Did you do any money tracking this year?
Money tracking?
Yeah, like trying to spend better, trying to save more, or anything like that.
Um, you know, I've been taking some of the financial advice as to, you know, use somebody else's money and then use your money later.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? Because it's been time. It's like, okay, I got the money. You know what I'm saying? But if I spend this money, then I don't have any cash. I might not have any cash on hand till, you know, I don't know, another 2 weeks. But okay, I could just use this right quick. As soon as I feel like it in 30 days, whatever, in that 30-day period, then I can just get the money right back. And that has been very helpful with just spending money. Because it's like sometimes like you don't want to spend the cash, and then you just still let that cash you would have spent. You just let it sit there, and no emergencies happen or whatever, which is cool. But then sometimes emergencies happen. Oh, you got to pay for this. This broke. This broke down,
Right.
so you got to pay for this. This unexpected expense came, and you need cash for it. This business doesn't take credit card or anything, so now you have to use cash. So I mean, on the financial side, yeah, that's what I've been focusing on, and and saving money, of course.
I agree with you. I found a credit card this year that I was actually happy with all the numbers as far as using as my permanent as my debit card or whatever. And like you said, I'm able to pay that back at a later time, but I have money available, liquid money available if something were to go wrong. That's something I did do this year. Probably not to maybe like the second half of the year though. But I finally, got a card that I felt like would be like the rewards were worth it. The rates was worth it. Like everything lined up perfectly, and I was able to do that this year as well. And with that though, with that card, like each card or company offer different views of like spending. But yeah, so they got categories for like spending this amount of money on like groceries or this amount of money on gas. Like, so watching that breakdown, you'd be like, damn, I'm really spending this amount of money on this or whatever. And that alone for me would be enough to be like, I should probably tighten up, over here on this side or tighten up over here. But yeah, I've always been a proponent of using somebody else's money, but this year was the year I was able to do it. I didn't bring my debit card out the house. Like, I don't need it. Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I have no use for it. And if I did, I can go home and get it and hit an ATM or whatever if I needed to. So, but yeah, I for sure, that's one of the things I was able to achieve this year. One of the things, I didn't even know if it was like an actual goal of mine to find like a full-time card, but I was able to do so, and I'm happy about it.
Um, on one of the shows, we talked about using a planner or on your phone or whatever to remember things
Oh yeah,
that you have planned, things that you need to do.
for sure.
Soon as we had that show, I started taking advantage of that. Now, am I 100% with it? No. Because earlier this week I was supposed to send you some paperwork on Monday, and I just took it till Thursday because I didn't
Right.
use a planner. You know what I mean? So, I'm getting better at using it. Because I am a very forgetful person.
Yeah, we just have so much stuff going on just in life, and I don't mean we as in just us, but we as in society. We just got so much stuff going on between family and work and friends and mental health, your own mental health and personal days and all that stuff. So you try to keep it together, and yeah, it's not it's not always easy. I do remember that though. So not only the show, but I remember you sending me a couple things that you had put on your calendar or whatever, like just showing that you were trying to get better um, at organizing stuff like that. And so I don't know if that was the same time or around the same time that we started putting our all of our topics on Google Drive or whatever, so we're able to go in there and add or take away or edit any topics or ideas that we have, so that we don't forget. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it be for me. I'll be out doing something. Damn, that'd be a good show topic. I got to remember it for later. You know what I'm saying? So I can write it down when I get home or whatever the case is. It's gone. It's immediately gone. But now, just jump on my phone real quick, just type a little note. The file's already there, and it helped tremendously because there's plenty of stuff on there. The Legacy show came out of that. Like, I was listening to some music. I'm like, damn, I got to remember that. Like, don't remember it. Just write it down now, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, especially with like
sure.
Videos that we see that we want to send for content. If I send it to you and in the chat and I don't like record it or mark it or whatever, I'd never see it again.
Yeah, we send so much stuff. Like that's the problem. Like, we send so much stuff that or just talking. You know what I'm saying? So that it, like you say, you'll never see that. You try to go find it and it's gone forever. Forever, man. Angel said, I completed my half marathon and I'm going to do another in 23 and beat my time. Angel, you did a lot. How many races and stuff did you do this year? I want to say maybe four or something. I know she just completed a 10K like a week ago, 2 weeks ago or something. And hey, so I've always been proud of our medals, right? The medals we have for our event. But these medals were sweet. These medals are sweet, man. I haven't seen a medal where I like over ours until I seen these ones. It was sweet. It was a gimmick to it, so maybe I'm giving it too much credit. But she said she thinks she did 5, counting ours. But anyway, it's a reindeer. It's like Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, but the nose actually light up on the medal.
They capping on our medal.
Oh man, try to man, killed us. Other than that, though, it's all right. It's cool. Since I ate a large pizza by myself, hey, that's a good goal. It's not a healthy goal, you know what I'm saying? But it's a goal. I'm glad you was able to complete. I'm glad you were able to complete that this year, man.
Look, as someone who did that multiple years, I applaud you.
Andrew said, I kept tracking using numbers on my phone as a simple system. Each time I pay a bill, I just logged it quickly. And we was just talking about that before the show because I got some stuff to check afterwards that I might have forgot to do. I hope I didn't. Andrew says he keep a to-do list. Let me pull up one of these clips, man. Since we're talking about races and the 5K, it's just this little nugget. It's right around the time that we announced it. Just a funny part to me. We get close to our 5K walk this summer that you guys can feel free to sign up for whenever you're ready. The Lincoln website, the registration, all that stuff is out there for you. I see Angel signed up. Angel had a friend sign up. And look, like I said, the earlier you do it, the cheaper it is. You can even get a discount if you share it on your Facebook page, your friends list. So when you go to sign up, it'll be a button you'll see. Share it on your Facebook, and you'll get a discount right then and there on top of the lower price right now. So now's the time to do it.
Early bird special. Hey, So like I said last show, if you don't want to come, just say that. You know what I'm saying? We gave y'all every opportunity to donate. You know, you could do it virtually from Nigeria right now if you wanted to. You know what I mean? You could just donate money if you just don't want to walk/run. But if you don't want to come, just say that, and I'm cool. And I respect you more if you said that.
Hey, look, you can even cheat right now, but I'm gonna do it virtually. Don't do nothing. Send us the time. We'll send you a medal and everything else. You know, you can even cheat it. I don't know why you would want to, but you just was that. You know, just wanted to cheat it. You could. So.
And speaking of that medal, look at the top right-hand corner of your screen. That's a medal. Look at that great design for a medal.
Hey, that part is just funny to me.
It was true.
Saying like, hey, you don't want to show up, just don't show up, man. Because I don't know if it was in the clip, but maybe like right after he was like, because you could run the race in Nigeria if you wanted, so it really ain't no excuse. That shit was too funny to me. Speaking of the medal, since we're talking about it though, the camera's distorting, but not the medal. Never Not Sweet, man. It was my first 5K planning and walking or whatever, participating. So I'll never forget that for sure. Solid event this year. What else this year? I was trying to think of we did something we had skipped, I guess the year before was like a personal protection show. Like we did Scary Outside. It's Scary Outside this year. I thought that was cool. Mm-hmm. And I think my favorite you got a favorite show this year that you can think of? I know it's tough and I'm putting you on the spot.
It's very tough.
So I'll give you time to think about it. So my favorite show is probably is tied right between and we have a bunch of shows this year, so this is why it probably stand out even more. But the code switching show was absolutely hilarious. The clips that we had on there from Big Mouth and stuff was hilarious. So either that show or the Travelocity, like places to travel to if you're Black, like Black accepting Black places around the world to travel to. Like both of those was super cool shows to me. That code switching show was just hilarious. The Kevin Samuels show, I forgot about that. That was too funny. I wonder if I got any clips of that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I never go back and watch the shows. So, I'm sure if I did, I'll be like, oh, I remember this one and this one and that one. But for me to remember a show, it's not happening because I remember, specific moments and stuff that may have been said. I didn't even remember that we did the code switching show until you said it. I forgot that we did that show.
Right.
But yeah, that was a great show. But I did like the Kevin Samuels and the code switching. I can't remember any other shows that we did this year.
I know they
I can tell you.
I want to I want to pull up one of the Kevin Samuels one of the Kevin Samuels clips. Hey, if you guys got while it's loading up, if you guys got any favorite topics that we talked about this year or anything like that, y'all should definitely let us know.
I remember being in the gym, because I had to watch it so I can send you the clips. I was in the gym just dying laughing. Laughing while I'm trying to work out.
All those clips was hilarious. I don't even know which one I just pulled. I literally just pulled one, and as soon as it loads, I'm gonna play it. I just remember that whole show being funny, talking about grooming, different grooming habits, and they kept saying like, what he kept saying like, where y'all dads at, or y'all must have had no fathers or something. So that was kind of our response to people saying, that he only rag on black women and all of this stuff and blah blah blah. But it just wasn't true. But it was funny though, super funny. Let me see. Your phone died?
No, I didn't die. Somebody said.
Okay. Just making sure. All right, let me play this clip, man. Just a reminder of the late great Kevin Samuels.
All right, let's talk about something else. How many guys have ever gone and got a manicure? If you've never gone and got a manicure, the nerve of you niggas. You are not a grown goddamn man with raggedy ass nails. I've seen so many cool, fly looking dudes, man, with fingernails that just look like shit. A woman is looking at your hands and imagining your fingers inside her vagina. She don't want your shit to look like you've been digging in the mine. Go get a manicure. But I know some of you guys on a budget. So what you need to do is you need to invest in a clipper set. Fingernail clipper, toenail clipper, nose, clip them damn nose hairs, niggas. Don't be having the hairs growing out everywhere. Clip your shits. And notice how they're blunted at the end, like kindergarten scissors. And then a fingernail file. All right. So in between the time of going to get your professional manicure or your pedicure, as it were, you need to keep your shit trimmed. Keep your shit trimmed at a great length and get you a real fingernail file. Some of that coarse shit. Clip your nails, clean out from under your nails, and just keep them buffed. But for 99 cents, you can get a manicure. One of these things. Hold on.
That's just hilarious, man. This is too funny. That episode was great, man.
Nerve of you niggas. He said that so many times during that.
So many times, yeah. This is so funny. Man, something I didn't do in this year was, so I'm like, man, all right, so I'm just trying to think of good content. I'm like, man, we're gonna the way it was shaping up, we're only gonna have one food challenge or whatever. So I went out and I messaged you about it. You know what I'm saying? I messaged to get you to get you one of these. And
so you want another? Oh, you crazy. Eat it right now.
Byron wasn't having it, you know what I'm saying? So you said eat it right now?
Yeah, I sent you about 3-4 videos of people eating that chip.
I don't know if I can eat it right now. I had to go get some ice cream, and I had to prepare, man. Like I learned from that pepper. Not having nothing here besides liquor is not the way to go. But it was something I definitely. Well, I wanted to do it together. You know what I'm saying? But that's a face Byron made when I told him about it. I don't know about that, man.
Look, I seen people in person. I seen videos and I seen people in person do the one chip challenge, and it was the same reaction. I seen one person just eat the chip and said it was nothing. It was cool.
The one old dude, yeah. The one guy.
So I don't like those eyes. I don't like those eyes at all.
My mom said you never seen that episode. The episode was great. Just go back and watch the episode on YouTube or Facebook or something. The episode was outstanding. That was just one of the funny clips. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so many, so much absurd stuff going on. So many crazy discussions. You know what I'm saying? Going on.
Just the smell of pepper. Like, I still remember the smell of pepper. Like, I'll never forget it. Maybe
I'll close the show out with it. I don't know if I can just eat it right now.
It was like putting
Look,
it's like putting
look.
lava on your tongue for no reason.
Now you got people up in arms. I
You
don't
do the
know.
one chip challenge, like it's going on and TikTok.
I don't know. We'll see how we progress. Man, all right. So anything before we move on to 2023? Anything else this past year that you wanted to talk about or wanted to uh, comment on or anything like that? About you personally or the show or whatever.
I mean, I just love the content that we have created over the past year and years before. Um, I mean, I just feel like if we, keep doing what we're doing, we'll be all right. Um,
Can't
yeah,
disagree.
yeah. I mean, if I felt that we were doing content that like wasn't us, and we had to put a stop to that immediately. But I don't, I think that the stuff that we talk about is, real, what's going on in our lives, or just what's going on in the world. So I feel like everything is relatable. That's my opinion, but
I agree with that. I think that's a great thing about what we do. It's just like everything. It's pros and cons to everything, right? And I feel like we could we could do a ridiculous show, how you see on the internet or whatever. Like we can do more ridiculous things, but I feel like we're at a place in life and just our personality types that having these conversations, and being able to have fun with it, but having these conversations about about death, right? About death or your estate, or finding a balance between work and having your own personal life, and being rejected from jobs or relationships. You know what I'm saying? Having all the mental health conversations, being able to mix some funny stuff in there like the food challenges, or talking about war and like the whole Ukraine situation. We do a Black History Month thing every time. So I feel like we are able to have these conversations that actually mean something and that people can relate to, or at least I hope that's the case, versus just putting some stuff out there just to have it out there. You know what I'm saying? Or just because you look good, or just because whatever. But there's no actual skill or talent or information being passed. It's just just the internet. Like how much stuff do I send you at least a couple times a week? I'm like, man, they just put anything on the internet. Like just
anything.
anything. Like, and it's just, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. But I kind of like I said, where we're at as far as being able to have some of these conversations. But they do bring up the challenge, the challenge of having these conversations, so that they don't become stale. You know what I'm saying? Or so that we don't repeat the same thing. But there's so many different branches to every tree. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like we balance pretty good, jumping from limb to limb for the most part. My mom said, "I love what you all do and what you all talk about." Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And real life stuff. It's not just noise to be overlooked. Hopefully.
Yeah, you see what Cardi B did this week? Shit that don't even matter.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, yeah, the internet.
You see Gunner just got out of jail. He was snitching.
Yeah. What does that do for your life? How does that make you feel?
You're talking about somebody that does not even care about you at the end of the day.
Crazy.
So invested in these people's lives.
But yeah, man. So 2022 was great. Like I said, the highlight I would say for us would probably be the 5K event. Like I think it came out well. There's a lot of work. That day was very stressful and stuff, but we made it through. And you know, uh, you never forget your first one. I guess that makes it sound weird. It makes it sound weird, but like I'll never forget Book Bags for Bowling, like the first event we ever did. Um, I'll never forget my first 5K and all this stuff. So yeah, man, that's 2022 for me in a nutshell. So as we turn our sights towards 2023, let's dive into a little bit of that. And actually, thanks to this wonderful platform that we pay a lot of money per year for, I'm gonna try to isolate this so it'll be easily next year, so we can go back and say, you know, some of the goals that we want to do, or you know, stuff that we said we wanted to do, or if we were able to hit these goals or whatever, it'd be easier to pull it up. And yeah, just make you guys didn't need to know that, but it'll make it easier for us. So 2023, and we can either do, you want to go goals, personal goals, or you want to go, we can just go things that we want to do in 2023. I think that would be better than or doing New Year's resolutions. And if you guys got stuff that y'all want to accomplish in the next year, if you guys got goals or resolutions or whatever you want to call them, be sure to put them in the comments. Like I said, it's a supporting platform. You know, so we want to support you guys just as much as we want y'all to support us. So let us know. You want to kick us off?
Oh shit! I thought you was about to play a video or something. You paused like you was about to play a video, so I'm just waiting on the video.
He went to space. All right. I'll play a video then, just to fully put a cap on 2022. I got to turn my speakers on just to be loud.
Hey, wake up! Hey, I got tickets for sale for my 5K for mental health. Did you buy them yet?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm signing up right now. I'm about to sign up right now.
Hey, you know Baker gonna throw another interception. Did you buy tickets to the 5K yet?
Yeah. No. I got you. I'm gonna sign up.
Come on, man. I know you bought tickets to the 5K. Tell me you bought tickets.
Man, I'm about to get them right now, I promise. Oh. See, yesterday's price ain't today's price.
No! Well, at least you can save $2 off if you post it on your social media.
Hey, Baker didn't even make it to the season.
Like, those words were so true. Oh, you're going to throw another interception.
Hey, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. It wasn't our first commercial, but has to be our funniest one. Has to be our best commercial, man. That shit was hilarious. Like,
I wish we could play the outtakes, but they might be a little bit too much.
I could pull up the outtakes. It just take a minute to load, so we can do other stuff while we get to it.
But to answer your question about your New Year's resolutions, personal goals.
Hold on 1 second before you say it. My aunt says she passed her wellness coach certification. That was this year. So that's good. Good. So what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish in 2023, Auntie Fee? All right, go ahead, B.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, with being able to put stuff in a planner so I actually remember it. I'm trying to. My goal is to do that for everything, so I'll never forget anything that I have to do. So that's one goal on the personal side. Secondly, would be to continue to stay in the gym, be consistent. It's been paying off. I feel better. You know, I feel stronger. So I just want to continue on that path, you know, until I get where I want to be. But if I'm gonna add on to that, it would be to you know, get down to my weight goal. You know, I haven't got down to my ideal weight where I want to be at. But that's more importantly because I've been slacking on the cardio. I just be lifting. But I'm trying to get better at that.
Doing cardio or lifting?
Cardio.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not consistent, but I'm, you know, trying to get better with cardio. Let's see. For another person to go to get my credit score to 800.
God
Great.
damn. I'm with you. I don't know if it's gonna happen for me this year, but I'm with you though, for sure.
I mean, I'm still working on how I would get there. I feel like I'm doing everything right. I just didn't make it yet. But I'll most definitely figure it out. Have responsible spending and things that I like to indulge in. That's very hard for me. You know, I have expensive hobbies. You know, and I got to chill out. I gotta chill out. I thought I was doing good at the end of this year, but didn't. Like, yeah, I fucked up at the end of I fucked up. But you know, small steps, small strides, you know.
I like that.
Now, as far as the business goes, is to you know, back to D Hawk. I mentioned him earlier in the show. He was giving out game when he one of our guests on the show. You know, he was giving out game behind the scenes. But you know, he was talking about, like, you know, with your content, you know, make sure to keep using your content over and over again. And we weren't doing that at all until about like 2-3 weeks ago. So you know, I'm starting to just make sure that you know, the 150 shows that we have. I can't remember how many shows Enduring the Course has, but to make sure to keep pushing those shows over and over and over again, just over and over and over and over and over again. You know, to just keep reusing that content, because that content is forever, and why not use it over and over again? And I know that he does that with his sketches. You know, he got sketches that he did 5 years ago that he still put out. He got the ones he put out. The the best one that he puts out yearly is the tax one. He's like, hey, Mr. Postman, you know, you got my
Postman.
You got my return. He said, no, I don't have it. Well, fuck you. You know, that's my favorite one. And it's probably only 20 seconds long. 20 seconds long. And he keep reposting that every year, and I laugh the same every time. So I just gotta keep pushing that. Another business goal would to be, you know, have the second annual culture walk. And the goals with that is hopefully with us having a nonprofit designation, that we're able to get that help that we need in certain areas, so to make it easier, and then that allow us to focus on, you know, making sure the Cleveland police is at the thing, so people don't get hit, you know, by cars and etc. So
I'll never forget Cleveland police for that.
mm-hmm.
That's the biggest whole shit that happened to me this year. I'll never forget them for that, man. It's crazy.
Like it could have turned tragic, you know what I mean? Because people fly down that street constantly. And I don't even think I've seen one cop just the whole event rolling up.
No, nobody even rode down there. Yeah. Anyway,
that was some whole shit. But yeah, and then also, you know, get some bread. Like
get
Good
some,
question.
just get some bread. But it's like, I see other businesses doing this and that and how they get money, but I don't. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. But you sent me that Willie D video. I don't know, today or yesterday. I got my days messed up. I know it was recent. Um, and I was encouragement because if you see what we're on, and you want to be a part of that, and it's good business, then cool. But if you didn't want to mess with us anyway, it lets me know that we are, our thinking wasn't aligned anyway. Our
Right.
morals wasn't aligned, so that's cool with me.
Completely agree. Let's get into some of these comments. Let's see. Angel said, "I want to focus on enjoying life this year. I'm going to ride my motorcycle. It's a scooter. Take some trips on a cruise. Take some trips, go on a cruise, and learn how to relax." Um, that's good, lofty goals. I know some people look at that and be like, "Man, so your goal this year is to relax," but some people, be wound up or stressed or anxious to the point where they can't relax. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a good goal for you. My mom said I would like to do a fundraiser for you all. Just send us the funds. We'll raise it like it's our own. um, um, Angel funny. She said my mom knows so many people. It would be a great turnout.
That's right.
One of the best talkers of all time. To this day. To this day. My aunt said I passed the class. Now I need to pass the certification and get clients. Okay. I don't know how soon, certification class or whatever comes up. Like I don't know exactly how it works, but the sooner you get that certification, the sooner you get clients. And just try to stay positive. Don't get discouraged. Know that everything's a process. Man, everything is a process. So if it don't go the way that you're thinking right off the bat, just keep your head down and just keep moving forward. Even if it's slow. You know what I'm saying? Progress is progress, however you want to look at it. Better is better. Regina joined us. She said she was watching Brady out there drop dimes. I don't know if they won, but I seen them lighting up my phone talking about people is scoring. Regina, what are your 2023 goals or resolution, things you want to do? Not even accomplish, like maybe just activities that you want to do. Let us know. Angel said, "Yeah, I suck at relaxing." Regina said, "Me too." Mine said, March. 50 sessions. I have to have 50 sessions by January.
50
Oh,
sessions.
so by January of 2024, like so you got a year to do, or a little under a year to do
That's
the
not
50
enough
sessions.
days to do 50 sessions if you have to do them
By this January, yeah. Yeah. That's not that would be impossible. If that was the case, I would say, hey, give up on your dreams. But being that it will have to be next year, I feel like you can do it then. Just keep doing your thing. Angel said to Regina, "I've done the float tank spa a couple of times. That worked. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend it." Angel said that said to my aunt that if you need volunteers to let her know, so that'll be good. Regina said goals are to be in better health than I am now. Boy, that should be everybody's goal, even if it's just in the back of your mind. My mom said Cincinnati's whooping on Tampa Bay. I can't stand them niggas either. Mom said I can do it. I have 15 to do in a week. I'm at 4. 4 in. So you had to have 50 sessions by this January?
That's you're averaging 2 sessions a day.
I don't want to say give up, but good luck. 50? That's crazy. I don't. That's crazy.
Follow your dreams. Don't listen to the haters.
Yeah, don't listen to me being a hater or whatever. But nigga, that math is just not mathing. That math don't math for me, man.
So on Christmas, you're
And-
gonna be doing sessions. That's what I'm trying to think.
yeah. So how many people in our family we had to do? Everybody had to do a session, and 20 minutes apiece. All right, well, I guess I'll be there early. Let's get mine out of the way so I can enjoy. And be there early like the kids. All right, so let me see. So let's see some of the stuff I want to do in 2023. I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to I don't know. I never really think about stuff like that until like now. Even all show, like, I knew we was going to ask a question, so trying to think of stuff I wanted to do or accomplish. The only thing I can think of that I wanted to do or that I want to do is like I want to try some new like food types, I guess, like maybe some Indian food or something. I don't know. Like just try some new stuff. Um, Especially in Cleveland, being that we got so many great, restaurants and all this stuff, but we always tend to eat at the same places or the same type of places. Like it might be a different fried chicken place, but it's still a fried chicken place. You know what I'm saying? So just trying to branch out, maybe try some Indian food. I guess I don't know, Thai
Best spot
food or
for you.
something.
Best spot for you in the Heights. It's more on the Mediterranean side. But
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I've eaten at Mediterranean places before. It's everything everything's chickpea based. I'm cool with that. I'm down with that.
yeah,
Uh,
Diwali. Ooh, great chickpeas and the great leaves.
Fancy,
Yeah,
fancy,
for $7 at a last.
fancy. Have you ever been to a Naf Naf and Independence?
Um, interesting story. No, but the owner of the aforementioned restaurant that I just said, he was like, "Yeah, I went in there and the food was trash," and I just laughed. I said, "Y'all won't survive," and I walked out. It's the owner. That's what the owner said. I know first-hand knowledge. The person who told me the story, it was all 100% factual.
So I thought it was fine, but I didn't have anything to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it is trash compared to everybody. I don't know, but for those of you that don't know, it's like Chipotle type where you build your own bowls or salads or whatever, but it's like Mediterranean type food. Which like I said, it wasn't like the greatest thing ever, but it was fine. It was fine to me. But just branching out, trying to do other stuff. My aunt said I have been to Naf Naf. She said it was terrible. All right. Well,
Now look,
excuse me. Excuse me.
it's a spot in the Heights, then the Latins, and I don't know what's after that because I'm only
Aladdin's
going out. Like I'm only going to them those two.
Aladdin's good. I forgot that was Mediterranean. Aladdin's good. Staple, like been around forever. Like Aladdin's Eater has been around forever. Staple. I'm down with that for sure.
But this like even the pita at the spot is
It's amazing.
some good food in there.
I'm gonna
See,
check
look,
it out.
hey, another New Year's resolution: go to more fine dining spots. I mean,
Oh,
while I'm here,
yeah.
I need to eat, at least try, some. It's different going to the fine dining spots than like regular, I don't know, Chipotle or something. I mean, Chipotle is your daily, but every
Right.
once in a while, you want to taste something that's like, never had none that. I had this dish, but I never had it taste like this before, though.
Or at least something that's like a casual sit down. Like it might not have to be like 5-star, whatever, but at least like a
They
casual
got
sit
5-star
down
food though.
type. Right, exactly. My aunt said she want to try Ethiopian food. I don't
It's a
know.
spot. I think it's on the Saint. I think it's on Saint Clair. Um, it's Ethiopian. I heard it's really good.
Ethiopian
I
spot.
never had it though. Yeah.
Jamaican food is great, but I already had it, so just try to branch out and do something do
No,
something else.
that's an area where I need to target because I haven't
Yo,
jerk chicken.
yo,
I don't know about it. People like, oh, jerk chicken. I had it one time. I was like, I don't know.
I make my own jerk. I make jerk ribs. I'll be out here with the smoker, man. I made some jerk ribs the other day. The truth. the truth. That's all I can say. The truth, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Personal goals, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think that far in advance. I just try to, whatever comes up. Most of my stuff is like business wise. Again, getting more guests than I did the year prior. Since we only had one, I think that should be a relatively easy goal. I hope. Of course, another successful charity event this year. More food challenges because we always have fun with food challenges. And more. I guess more of the same in terms of topics that affect everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like the average person. Stuff that they care about. So whether it's like schooling or even vacation, even fun stuff like vacation. I know Andrew's talking about going on a cruise and riding motorcycles and all that type of stuff. Like it's anything that can pertain to the average person that the average adult is thinking about or concerned about or would like to do. That's just so more of the same of what we're doing. And like I say every show, we can always use more help in terms of coming up with topics or stuff that y'all think is relevant or stuff that y'all dealing with that y'all might want to talk about and discuss, even if you don't want to be like attached to it. Yeah, man, all my stuff is business related, man. Just doing better in terms of business. You send the social media posts. I think that's a big thing. That is continuing to not only churn out good content, but posting it and making sure it's seen. I would love to hire, get an employee this year in some department. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's not really a need per se. But it's something that I would like to do this year. So we'll see how that all shake out. But I don't know, man. Personally, I probably want to read at least 2 books this year. It seems like it shouldn't be difficult, but finding time to sit down and read a book is not as easy. I guess audio books, I guess, would be easier.
You just don't want the challenge of like reading words on your own.
No. Look, I got plenty of books that I've read, but just the time to sit down and do it. I work late every single day. I work like every single day. I'm getting off at 8 or 9, 10 o'clock. It's time to go to bed. So just figuring that part out, and then
you can read a chapter before bed.
Every day?
Might fall asleep while you're reading it. Yeah, that's what.
Right.
You know how you watch the movies and they just be in bed reading.
Yeah. Those for the people that don't got a TV in their bedroom. Those are old folks. I was just playing. I was just playing. But yeah, man, like I said, all of my stuff is essentially business related. Doing better business, growing our business. It's kind of, all my stuff is pretty much wrapped up in trying to be better as a company. and pushing out better content. You know, so sometimes that mean guests, and sometimes it's just just straight topics or fan interactions or whatever, like going out and doing something or whatever. But all my stuff is focused on doing better business. And maybe I ride my motorcycle a little bit. Maybe I take a cruise and all that good stuff as well. Can't beat
I
that.
say you take a cruise for sure. Not on a motorcycle.
Cruises are cruises are cruises are great, man. Yeah, like how can you beat you can't beat a good cruise. Um, uh, saving, I guess, saving money, of course. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't focus on myself enough, so maybe that's what I should do. Should focus more on stuff I actually like to do. Because I couldn't. You said healthcare?
Self-care.
Oh, self care, yeah. Because I mean, we was talking about jobs and stuff. Like, I couldn't even come up with a thing there. Like, I don't be thinking about, you know, uh, what I be having going on, like personally. I was just like, man, wherever the money at, like, there ain't really a plan. Just take me to the money. Angel said, "Are you investing in 2023?"
No, the market's down. Not at all.
It's such a good question. It's such a good question, but at this time, boy, I can't say that I will be investing in.
If you cool with losing money, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I don't. Boy, I don't know, man.
But if you want to invest in like I don't, what is it called? Like a IRA or retirement fund,
For
403b
sure.
or something, 401k. Yeah, go ahead, that's cool.
For sure.
But actual investing in these companies in the stock market, nah.
Yeah,
Risky.
I'm agreeing. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Angel. It was funny. I looked at it this week, and I'm like, no, I'm still not ready to even put the app back on my phone. Like, I'm not. It's not appealing to me at all. The uncertainty is not. I'm not a fan.
I'm messing
Um,
one this week, and he's about to put out a book that's targeted towards high school kids that that deals with investing. He said, he's like, I sat in on the class, and they taught you how to balance your checkbook, open up a check account, etc. But they don't teach you, about all the investment opportunities that you can start young. So by the time that you retire, you'll be well off. I was like, I like that.
yeah, I agree. I do. I agree. And just say, isn't this a time when you should get in? Yes and no. Yes, because everything is on sale compared to their high marks, but the high marks haven't been the high marks in a couple of years now. So although you can get in, cheap now, I don't feel like much of anything has hit the floor yet. So I feel like it's still lower. The numbers can still get lower before you jump in. But I also haven't been following it like I was probably this time last year and even before. So I'm kind of out of the loop. But every day I see red, and that's usually not a good sign. Especially for some of the bigger companies, for all the weird stuff that's going on with like Twitter and people being able to make announcements and companies losing billions of dollars. I don't feel safe. I just don't feel safe doing it. Not at all.
And I see people, on Reddit, talking about they lost their whole life savings, like hundreds of thousands of dollars that they done lost over the last
Yeah.
2 years. And I'm cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be a part of this. Have you ever opened one of these chips?
Yeah, it's a whole like packaging. There's a whole, the marketing the marketing level of the packaging is on
Hey,
10
one.
for sure.
It's very oily.
Yeah, don't touch your face.
It's very
Don't do it.
It's very oily.
Now it's a chip. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's like you
Oh my god!
you
this
ate
shit
the
is
whole
disgusting.
pepper. Like you ate the whole pepper.
Oh, this is
Nothing. It wasn't diluted at all. You ate it straight from the ground, essentially, and you survived. I mean, this is just a chip. You'll be all right.
shut the fuck up. It smells like the end, like whatever the end smells like. This is what it smells like. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Well, since you opened it, I know you about to eat it, so I'm just gonna say this closing remarks because you ain't gonna be able to talk after this. We're glad that you guys stuck with us throughout the year, and if you stuck with us for the years previous, hey, keep rocking with us. We got more great things to come. We're gonna take a good, our usual break for the first month of the year. Focus on self, focus on other things that's going on. But we'll be back. What, February? I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back first thing February to give you, great shows, great content. More challenges, food challenges, more challenges. Period. But yeah. Also check out during the course of WJ. They got great things cooking over there as well that I heard. It's gonna be a great 2023. I'm gonna try to get some more. Let's get takeout. I've just been trying not to like eat. Go out on my diet. Like I said, I've been in the gym. I've been trying to do a little something. I see it's working, so I'm not trying to eat all crazy, but I'll give y'all those let's get takeout reviews. My inbox is going crazy past week.
Yeah. Some people don't like your reviews, man. Sorry, it's an inside joke. We had a company contact us because they didn't like what he had to say on the reviews. On one of the reviews. So,
and the crazy part, I wasn't the one that was saying anything. But hey, that's neither here nor there. The proof is in the pudding or the chicken. So, like I said, I just want to say thank you all for tuning in, and remember to own your own. So,
hey, another successful year. Helping us check off milestones. Supporting us through our events and all the different happenings that we have going on. So we can't thank you guys enough. We do it for y'all and a little bit for us, but you guys help us make it successful. The interaction that you guys have, the comments that you guys are able to add into whatever subject that we're talking about, your personal experiences, that we're able to share with people all over the world. As I told you guys our stats and stuff last week, people in far different countries. So we can't thank y'all enough. Right? That's all I can say. Looking forward to a successful 2023. You guys stay safe as always. Take care of yourself and your family. Support each other, all of that good stuff. Stay away from COVID because it's still out here. Angel, don't ask me questions about chips and stuff. I'm trying to get out of here scotch free. trying to get out of here.
You just gonna let it get stale?
See,
You know, nothing worse than the stale chip, man. Might as well.
Can't stand y'all, man. So y'all be safe. Have a good holiday season, whatever your holiday of choice is. Have a good New Year. Looking forward to seeing you in February. So my plan was to eat the chip and then end the show. But I don't want to eat this chip. I don't want to do it though. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna chicken out like Byron and just eat it.
Or just take a little piece off. How about just do the corner because
it smells so bad though.
It'll still be the same effect if you do the corner. If you do the whole chip, you're gonna wish you didn't.
It smells like. Did you ever go to Hell? You went to private school. You ever go to Hell Farm, like Amish country? Like it smells like.
No, I did go to Hell Farm, and I believe I was in private school when we went.
It smells like.
When you go in the cows
not like manure, but it smells like a wooden cabin that's been around since Abraham Lincoln. Like it just smells like. Oh, it stinks so bad. Like
and the nigga in there making glass.
Yeah, out of sand. He's a damn magician. Shout out to Hell Farm. I really don't want to eat this chip, man.
I remember going to Hell Farm and dudes. It was either Hell Farm or Amish country, and dude, I was in public school when this happened, and dude stole, those little animals that you put in the water
that expands.
He stole it from the Amish shop, man.
Terrible kids. That had to be public school. So look, if I eat it in the show, then it didn't really happen, right? So you got to keep the show going. But we got a deadline. We got a time window.
That's what I'm saying.
So bad. I don't want to do it. But it's been sitting here like on my desk like the whole time. I'm trying to talk myself into it. I don't want to do it. Damn, I almost did it.
The pepper ruined you, man.
It's so yes, nigga, yes, it did. Yes. If I lick it, then I might as well eat the chip. So that doesn't make sense.
Say what?
Hey, don't pause me in this situation. I'm unpausing. This is a non-pausing. Oh, I think I got some on my lip. Oh, I did get some on my lip. Oh, that's
you might as well just continue.
Oh, that is
might as well eat the chip.
That's just the dust. That's not even like that's hot, man. No, now I'm like nervous. That's really hot, and it just touched my lip. Like that's hot.
Had a Reaper dusted tortilla chip, man. That's all it is.
It's Carolina Reaper and scorpion pepper. I'm not even doing this to build y'all up. Like I'm not even like, I'm really like trying to build myself up. What's the worst that could happen? How long do I have to not drink anything? What are the rules?
I think it's like 5 minutes.
5 minutes? All right.
I guarantee you're going to put the chip in and
in the show?
You're going to walk off like last time.
Nope. So now it's a challenge, and now I got to do it. All right, I'm gonna do it when the clock hit 1:15. So I got like 10 seconds. Do the clock start as soon as I eat the chip?
10, 9, 8, 7,
asshole.
6, 5, 4, 3.
My heart beating so fast right now.
1.
Oh wow. Oh, so bad.
Scorpion
Nice.
pepper. I never heard of that one. I wonder how many Scovilles that one is. Looks delicious.
Oh my God. You guys have a good bye, people.